Starting off on tiles. People fucking hate tiles. They say, hey, Kurt, don't like tiles. Maybe you shouldn't play tiles. I don't like watching you play tiles. I'm going to check out tiles. See what all the fuss is about. Doing $80 tiles bets on high risk. So this is going to be a lightning fast video. Get down to 265. Say, fuck it. I'm just going to upgrade and be done with the video. That's it. But hold on. We get saved. Back up to 2.5K. I'm not a stickler. I'm not superstitious, but we'll go for the run back. Not even close. And you're thinking, wow, Kurtberg, thank God you learned your lesson on tiles and you're not going to keep playing tiles. I'm going to keep playing tiles. I'm going to see if we can get something going on tiles. Let's pretend that the past minute hasn't happened and we're just starting off the video. Hey, what's up? Kurtberg here. Not going great. Lowered the bet size, but hold on. Run up to 11K. I cook up a 3,000 fucking coin battle. Decide, I'll be gracious. To the site. I'll do a big battle, and then no matter what we're going to call it, you might as well call the phone right now, because I'm going to call it. 3 cases deep. 2 hits. Second hit is on the Kurt per 1% mega case. Big fan of the 1% cases. Hal, shouldn't be too upset with that, but a little bit lower, that would have been 20K. So I can be a little bit pissed. I can be a little bit upset. Still got a huge win on tiles, though, which will probably never happen again. Really should be done with tiles forever and ever, but whatever. Let's not get sidetracked here. 2 hits on the 1% case. That's kind of huge. Way down the line, 11 cases deep, another hit. These are 3%ers now, getting a little bit less risky. As the battle goes on, going to tone it down. I thought that was the top ticket. Still got to be happy with that, but don't like when people put 2 items that are the same fucking item, because I'm not zooming in with a magnifying glass and saying, oh, that doesn't have the stat. That's not factoring it. I don't know. When I see the picture, I think it's going to be the better one. That's just kind of how it goes. Whatever. Kurt per 5%, another good hit. A lot of good items in that case. Kurt per 10% smile, miss. Kurt per dream 5%, hit on that. 200K blue gem. 200K blue gem in there. You guys just love fucking throwing in the 200K blue gem. Don't know what's up with that. I'm not going to hit that. You're not going to hit that either. I don't know why it's even on the site. I'm going to be honest with you. Whatever. 2 hits on the 10% Kurt per goated case. I honestly think that was the, I thought that was the 225K dealer, whatever the fuck it is. I got excited. People are hitting emojis. I got lost in the moment. I get swept up by the crowd like that. Final case, I'm happy with that. Wow. Okay, up at 12K. And I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to call it there. Great video, Kurt Per, right? But hold on. I'm like, well, get a little bit risky. We'll do a 700 green bait. If that hits, that's huge. I really don't know what I'm going for at this point. Some people are like, can't stop on a win, can't stop on a loss. I'm both those. So we're going to round it down to a nice round number. I'm going to choose a random spot on the wheel of no consequence whatsoever. Just spin it down to 10K. That'll be that. Okay, thank you for... Wait, no, I do it again. Why am I doing that? And 3 times is the start of a worrying pattern. Not great. Double the bet size. Scratch that. I quadruple the bet size. Not a good omen. And you're thinking, Kurt Bear, I don't like where this is going. I'm not sure I feel comfortable seeing this. And that's fair. Sometimes you see crazy people on the train. And the best thing to do is just don't make eye contact. Just don't interact. I'm going through it. This is not looking good. 7.2 left. Already rinsed. 5K. Chasing 5K. Not great. Almost click out of it there. But I don't. I go back down to 2.8. Down to 2.8. Off of a 500 fucking times tiles win. 2.3. I'm going to call it there. Fuck me. Code is Kurt Per.